Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got another story out of Chicago, namely the Lakeview area. Shout out Chicago. And I told you guys it's bad out here, and it seems like it's open season on a lot of women. You guys better buckle up because it's going to get a whole lot worse. This is a crazy story. Like I said, out of Lakeview, about a 39-year-old woman who is not pictured. And it tells a story of why you need to pay attention to your surroundings. I'm going to show you this video real quick. And it tells you, what happened to this woman. And people, man, it's just, people are crazy. It's just how we prey on each other nowadays. I mean, I ain't say we, I'm saying we as the human race. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, check this story out.
A man is in custody in the sexual assault of a woman in Lakeview this weekend. It happened in the 3400 block of North Halsted. The 39-year-old victim spoke to WGN off camera, saying a man followed her into the building, then kicked in her door. He attacked her inside her apartment. Police were called to the scene. Several witnesses saw them make an arrest.
It was funny. They eventually grabbed a van and then had to pick him up. He was refusing to get up, walk, or anything. It was about 3-4 cops just to get him into the van, and that caused traffic and everything because he was not cooperating at all.
It's horrifying. I can't say though that I'm totally surprised. Like I said, there's a lot of crime in this area.
The suspect has not yet been charged.
Guys, that's the story out of Lakeview out there in Chicago. And what else can I say? Sick people. Dude followed the woman in the thing. She probably opened the door for him and everything. Go in there. She go inside her place. He come and kick the door in like he the SWAT team. Violate the woman and everything else. Make it make sense. Now, they had interviewed 2 men up here on the video. And they was talking and saying what they needed to say. Judging by the pictures, it looked like it's a gay area. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with anything, but it's just strange how they interviewed the men instead of interviewing women. See, I notice a lot of times on these news channels, I know they do it on purpose, but I don't understand what the basis of that is. If you can't get people to chime in on something that have something to do with the story or give a perspective from a victim when you're doing something about a victim, it makes no sense. Those 2 good dudes was men. Why you even interview them? I'm sure it was other people out there or people in the stores, because they go and find people and ask them how they feel about instance, stuff in stories that they're covering where police are involved. I never understood it. But anyway, let me get back on topic with this. This guy followed the woman upstairs into the building, kicks the door in, has with her as he will. Did you notice they said the police responded? The guy was still in the house. Make it make sense. He's still in the house. People like this need to be taken outside and their face need to be put on a grinding stone. Right there on the thing. Just get them out of here. And it sounds crazy, but I mean, come on, these people don't have a care in the world about how you feel, what they do to you. When they stalking you, they don't care about the repercussions. Why should we? Why should the justice system? There are a lot of people that are cruel out here. The recovery this woman gonna have, he did this in her home. Her home, guys. She'll never be home again. And that's the thing. The psychological ramifications of these crimes, a lot of time, warrant people to be just taken out of society. For real, they ruined her life. If you really pay attention to it, her life is ruined. I mean, not life as like, moving on, but just the rebuilding and what she got to go through to get herself back to feeling like she can trust people, mainly men. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if this woman, had a boyfriend or whatever, but whoever she was with, they feel bad because now it's like, somebody done been where you been. You know what I'm talking about, but check it out. Listen, this dude right here, trifling, species name, Peter Panis homo erectionis, the nastiest kind. Ladies, if he see you from behind, he'll damn sure bump and grind. You attack somebody. This is the big thing about this stuff when guys jump on women like this. They jump on them. You know women gonna scream. Sometimes they be oblivious to the noise. And they got to do what they got to do. It's a big struggle to fight somebody and then try to get your clothes off and their clothes off for you to do, you know what I'm saying? The wild turkey. That's too much trouble. What man want to deal with that? But there's a lot of sex thirsty people out here where like their agenda is their agenda. This guy need to be removed from society permanently. Locking people up that have this type of stuff, like this type of desires, and are motivated by the flesh like that, jail will not fix them. It won't. Life in prison won't fix them. Yeah, it'll remove them from the situation, but somebody will come right behind them. They need to start having these laws where people will think twice before they go and do some miscreant stuff against somebody else. That's just my opinion. But I mean, what he did was wrong. And they just have the thing where like they just release you to the masses. All the people that you victimized, their families and stuff, they need to just let these dudes out and just let them just push them right in the middle of them and just see what happened. If he survived, he survived. If not, it is what it is. But anyway, this story right here is stupid. I mean, can't blame her. She's going in her place. He come in the building right behind her. She probably opened the door and was being neighborly, held the door for him. He got a sneak peek. Then decided to get his freak on. I wonder how far he followed her. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are people out here, man. Like when I was locked up, there are people in there. When I was locked up in there, they was like, you know, it ain't nothing but all men in there. But like they would just see a female CO and they would just be staring and almost drooling. And it's like, yo, you can't control yourself as a man. You can't dictate. You know what I mean? You can't conduct yourself properly in the presence of the other sex, the opposite sex. Listen, as a man, if you can control your mind, you know what I'm saying? And your penis, you be good. But a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I had a problem with it. I ain't even gonna lie. But I mean, stuff like this just shouldn't happen. And I mean, it puts a further divide between men and women. And, you know, because I'm going to tell you something. I think later on, with the way things are going, there's going to be this big divide where between men and women, to where a lot of people think that men, even though they are good guys, get judged by the ones that aren't. And that's just my opinion on that. I mean, I hope this lady makes a speedy recovery. And all jokes aside, with the species name, this is a trifling human being. He need to be put down like the animal that he is. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This stuff needs to change. It needs to change quick because, I mean, we tearing the very fabric of this nation up with the most stupidest things. Why you have to pick her? You couldn't pick anybody else. Maybe if you would talk nice and represent yourself like a quality human being, you might have had a shot. You're going to sit down there and fall on the ground. See the guy say he going to fall on the ground. He refused to walk. 4 guys had to carry him. It have took 2. And I'd have banged his head on every step coming out that building. He would have got up and walked on his own. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.